forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they built that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From midfield, here's Lance. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got room. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give up the middle to Carter. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Off of play action, here's Lance. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's a run now with Kittle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Desperation time here. Lance. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Okay, ready?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A big opportunity to tie it with 3 or take the lead with a touchdown. Their defense definitely did their part with that pivotal 4th down stop. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Ready, break. Watch out now. 50 here.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Lance back to throw. Forced out to his left. This is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
What a game to this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
Partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now goal for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
61.
Throwing now is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last shot for Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish.
GG's, Flame Heem.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle. They'll wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often. Touchdown.